Hello, welcome back guys to Kids Coding Playground. So today we'll be working on the new Ninja platformer. I think I did that a while back, maybe 2 years back. So it wasn't really good. They were having some bugs and stuff like that with the platform detection. So we made a new one that is a lot better. So that's why I'm recording the video to show you guys how to do that. So if you want to start the project, you can take look at this one called Ninja Platformer for class, no code. So this one has all the basic platform and stuff like that already there. So you can go inside. If you go inside, you'll see like the main character, which is a black icon. The ninja, this is the main, the boy ninja, and then this is the girl ninja, and then the ground. So what? Let me explain a little bit. So the black background, I have both. There's a taller one and there's a shorter one. So the shorter one, this is like a hitbox. So we use that for the slide. So if you look at this, right? So let's say if I take this guy, I take this, I copy, and I go to here. And let me zoom out a little bit. So if I paste it here, you can see the hitbox and the ninja is about the same size, right? Okay. So similarly, the shorter one. So if I take the short ninja, the slide one. So if I go to the small one, so you can see he's about the same size for the hitbox. Okay. So that's why we can use like ninja to slide under the spikes and stuff like that. Okay, so hope you guys understand that part. And then the next thing, let's talk about the ground. So basically the ground is like a design, whatever you want to do. So the design is you can use it however you want. And then the virtual ground is where we're gonna make the detection. So that way, the ninja can jump on certain thing and not jump on other things. So whatever you want to jump on, to be able to jump on, you have to put it in the virtual ground. Whatever decoration and stuff like that you don't want them to jump on, then it can be in the ground sprite. So for example, let me take this. So I take everything here. So what you do is let's say if you wanna make a new one, right? So you can see if I post it here, right? You can see that if I make everything go back layer, you can see that the virtual ground is just the ground on top, that where we can have the detection for the platform. Other than that, everything, you can jump on these. So the spike, cactus, the break, the the signs and all those are not something that the ninja can step on. Only the purple one, this purple thing is where you can step on. So let me go back. You see that? So basically, what you do is you can design your ground first. After you design your ground, however you want, you take a copy everything, and then in the virtual ground, you create a new sprite, and then you paste the thing that you just copy on the ground, and then you just make it look like however it is, right? So let's say, see, this is number 3, right? So if you look at number three, see this ground. So what I did was I copied this and then I paste it here, and then just adjust the box so you can see, right? So if I take this, do another copy, go back over here, you can see that, see the virtual ground and the ground is the same. So you can see I have the purple box here, that's where the ninja can stand on. Purple box here and purple box here, that's where the ninjas can stand on. And then the tree stuff you can go behind. All right. So hopefully you guys understand that. Okay. All right. So that's about it. So you can get this project and get this started. So, and then you have some more props here. I added some props if you want to design your thing to be a little bit different. You can add that, and some objects here. So you can use that for your game if you want to design different ground. Okay. All right. So I think let's get started. All right. So what you do is you can like make a copy of this project, or you can remix it. Okay. So for me, I can say save as a copy. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to okay, so it's gonna use this to teach you guys. Okay, so let's go to our main character, which is the black bar. Okay, so the ninja girl, gonna hide it. I'm not using ninja girl at the moment. So we're gonna work on the main character. So the main character basically is the hitbox where we can do the control. So let me go back to stage 1, go to the virtual ground, stage 1 for now. Okay. All right, let's hide the Medusa for now. We don't need her. Okay. Okay. And then this one, let's select the standing up ninja for now. Okay. All right, so we'll work on the black box. Okay. All right, so let's create some variable. So here we'll create some variable. So let's make a variable for all sprite. We'll call it level. So this is like the show the level, what level you're on in game. And then let's make some more variable. So right now I'm going to create all the variable in one go for this black icon character here. Okay, so I'm going to make for all the global variable, basically all the variable can be seen by other sprite. We're going to put G in the front. Okay, so I'm going to say G gravity. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to say G is player dead. So this keep track the player's dead or not. Let's make more variable. So G and then this is mouse position. What you can do is you can use the mouse position to see where you want to put items. So we can put that. So let's have that. And then next we'll go G underscore on ground. Okay. All right, let's continue. Go G underscore speed X. Let's make another one. G global variable underscore velocity. Okay. Okay, so we have a couple more variable. This is the depth. Okay, it's kind of keep track of how many depth the ninja have. So and then next one we'll do it for this sprite only, and this is a deviation. It's basically a change in Y. Okay, so keep that, and then we'll make one more for this sprite only. We'll call jumping. So you can see all the one that with the global variable doesn't have the main character, and this one has the main character. I use a lowercase. Okay. All right. So let's take out these things. We don't really need them to show up on the screen. Okay. Except maybe level and depth. Okay. All right. So we have our basic variable. So now let's try to work on it. Okay. Let's go back to the main character. Okay. So when green flag is clicked, okay, I'm gonna set the size to 35%, and then we're gonna set the level to 1. So here we're gonna grab the variable, so set level to 1. So that's our first level, and we're gonna make a custom block called reset. This one doesn't matter, you can run without refresh or whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is just refreshing, this is just resetting the variable, but other thing like platform detection, we do need it. So this one we are gonna say go to -200 and 0. So that will go to somewhere like right here, and then we'll make it drop down later. Okay. All right. So all right, then now let's set our variable. Okay, set is player dead. I'm gonna say false. You can use true or false or yes and no, doesn't matter. Okay, next we're gonna say set the gravity velocity. Gonna put it 0, and then we're gonna say on ground. We're gonna put that at 0. And then we're gonna say gravity. We're gonna put -1. Okay, and then we have one more jumping. We're gonna go 0. All right. So this is like when the game reset or when the player die, we're gonna try to recreate, put the same location, put the player back to the left, and then reset these variables. So now we're gonna call this function reset, okay? And then we're gonna broadcast a couple of messages. I'll broadcast the first one. I'm gonna call it start game. All right, broadcast a new one, new message. We're gonna call it start new level. Okay, so we have these two methods. So for start game, what we're going to do is gonna scroll down over here a little bit. So when I say start game, what I'm going to do is gonna change the ghost effect. For right now, let's leave it. But later we do need to set the ghost effect so that you don't see the character, right? So you want to only see the ninja. But for now, let's keep it right here. Okay, we're gonna put the ghost effect in first, and then we'll do it. We'll do it later. Okay, set ghost effect. Right now we keep it at 0. So when we actually got it working, we'll make it as 100. Okay. So for now we're gonna keep it at 0. Show. Okay, and then we're gonna use a repeat until. Here we'll repeat until, and then we'll use the equal operator. Take the is player dead. So if the player dead equal to true, when the player die, then repeat until that. So when the player die, we're gonna restart everything. But if the player is not dead yet, so we're gonna broadcast whatever is inside. So I'll broadcast a couple of things. So we're gonna broadcast new message, start all control, new message, check platform detection. Okay. Broadcast a new message, call check player position. Okay, all right. So we broadcast a few of these. Okay, so let's go to the my block, make a new block, call movement control. Make sure you select this, run without refresh, click OK. So let's do our custom block all the way on top here, so we have everything together. We're gonna do the if and else here. Okay, so for the if and else, okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna grab something here. We're gonna grab an N, and then we're gonna grab an O and put it on the first block. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna make the key. Let's go to get when key press. So what we're going to do is left and right arrow key. So left arrow, right arrow, and then we'll make one more down arrow. Oops, sorry, down arrow. So what we're going to do is we're gonna make it go inside this if it's a left arrow or a right arrow, and oops, grabbed it. And let me zoom back out. This one, down arrow, put this here. Okay, so let's zoom out again. So if it's left arrow or right arrow and down arrow, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna try to use the custom number 2, which is the shorter one. Otherwise, we'll use the custom number 1, which is the taller black icon right here. Okay. Okay. And then we have another if and else control. So put another if and else here, and then inside here we put another if and else. Okay. All right. So now let's duplicate this. If it's right arrow, we're gonna set the G speed X to 10. Okay, and then we'll duplicate this, and then duplicate that, and then we'll put this as -10. Okay, and then we'll duplicate one more. We'll set this to 0. Okay. All right. So let's make a new block. Run without refresh. This one, the name we're gonna say move hitbox. Okay, and then we'll add a variable called speedx. Okay, okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're gonna say change x by speedx, and then we're gonna set the variable called deviation, which is the change of y. We'll set it to 0. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Alright, so next we're gonna say repeat until, and then we're gonna use the OR operator. Then we're gonna use the equal, put in the deviation check here, put in 5. So basically just like it's a change of y they're checking if it's equal to 5, or if it's touching the virtual ground, which is this box here, the purple one. Okay, not touching, sorry. not touching. Okay, so if it's deviation equal to 5 or not touching the virtual ground, we're gonna say change y by 1, and then change the deviation by 1, and then we're gonna have an if condition here. Put it in the bottom. If the deviation is equal to 5, we're gonna say change x by, gonna use the minus sign here, put 0, and then the speed x, grab it from the top, and then you have to change y, and you're gonna get the operator again, the subtract sign, put 0, and deviation here. Okay, so this kind of move the hitbox and then making it go down within certain points until it touches the virtual ground. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to call the function. So let me zoom back out a little bit. So here where we have all these functions that we are calling, right? So let's say when start all control, we are going to call the movement control. Okay, and then event when I receive check platform detection, we have to call this moving hitbox. And then the gspeed x. I'm not sure it's gonna work exactly yet because I'm not completing all the code. Let me just test it out. So let's try it out. So what we had so far is kind of moving the box, so it's not really detecting the platform. So we do need to detect the platform. So let's just try to finish this real quick. It might be over 25 minutes, but it will be a good stopping point after that. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's go back to my block, create a new one. We're gonna call it check hit ground. And we're going to use this on the Boolean. Click the one in the middle is jumping. Okay. Make sure you have check without run without refresh. Okay. So this is for the check move, check the ground for the character jumping. So let's go. So we're gonna say repeat until. Repeat until. Okay, let's zoom back in. Okay, repeat until here, inside here. Okay, so now let's put in the operator not, and then we're gonna go to here, gonna grab that and say not touching the virtual ground, and then we're gonna use some control here. So if and else, put this inside. Okay, so we continue here. So grab this one, put this here. Go here, say change y by -1. Okay, and then we're gonna say set the velocity to 0. Okay, we'll copy that, and then this is +1 pushing the character back up, and then we're gonna set the on the ground to 1. Okay, and then scroll down a little bit, we'll get another if condition here, put it inside here, and we're going to use the operator equal sign using the jump. If jumping equals to 1, and then we're going to set it back to 0. Okay, all right, so this is to help to check if the player is touching the ground or not. Okay, so that part is done. Okay, so let's go to my block again. So make a new block. So make sure you have this on. So the block this time we're gonna call jump control. Okay, so after that we're almost done. So use the if condition here, and then check, put another if condition inside. So here, let's go sensing. Key press is up arrow key. Okay, and then we're gonna use the and operator here. Use a greater than, and then use the equal. Okay, you can use the equal also, but I think I had earlier greater than. For the on ground, I think it's only 1s and 0. It could be 1 equal to 1 is working as well, so that's fine. So we can put that here. Okay, and then jumping, we'll keep it 0. So basically, if it's on the ground and jumping is not jumping, then we're gonna allow it to jump. So gonna set so set the on ground to 0. That means it's no longer on the ground when it's jumping up. We're gonna set the jumping to 1. That means he's jumping, and then we're gonna set the G velocity to 15. That's how high you can jump. Okay. All right. So do we have the jump control? Okay. All right. So let's go back to our code here, where we have all the broadcast messages. So on here, okay, so we're gonna finish it up right now over here. Okay, so we're gonna call this one, we'll put this on top of that, and then we're gonna use the operator. I'll put a 0 here, and then we're gonna check the G velocity. Okay, so this will, if it's greater than 0, the G velocity, then it will call this guy. So it will call this this function saying if it's jumping, then it will do this logic here. Okay, all right. So we're done with that part. So next, we're gonna call the jump control here, and then we're gonna draw the if and else condition. I think we're almost done. And then we're gonna use the sensing. If it's the up arrow key, okay, we're gonna change the G velocity by the gravity. Okay, the gravity is -1. Okay, and then otherwise we're gonna make it a little bit faster. So we're gonna say, you can put -2 or something like that. I think I have a multiply before. So we're gonna continue to use that, multiply by 2. And then we're gonna have another one here. Say change y by the g gravity. G velocity. Okay. All right. So I think it should be good. Let's check it out. Okay. So let's check it out. So let's save it. Let's run it. Okay. So we can move the black box. You can see I can jump on the black box. Okay. So you see I can slide. So when I slide, you see the black box change to a smaller black box. So it seems like everything is fine. So the next video, what we can do is we're gonna put the ninja overlaying on this black box, and then we're gonna hide this black box, make it the ghost effect 100. So you'll not see the black box, you'll only see the ninja. We'll make the ninja follow the black box. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the tutorial. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. So we'll probably continue with this with a couple more tutorials to finish out this game. Okay, all right, thank you guys.